بقصالي بهاجراو محبر من السيات تمهارون إيرتران أبهلاوي أبقطباوي محبراوي تكنولوجي زتكورة قصالي أستمرتات يقبريو لو معلت ما مسانا زلا من السيفانا يوهانس بال أمناي رايزين سيليكون فالي كاليفورنيا توليدا بناي كوميونيكيشن باتشلر ديجري زلوا خوينا أمناي أبل إنس نايشي دشتا عامة فرق عن سرحت كوينا أمن إنستغرام كا نسلستن فرق عن عامتات بناي مويا أنا سوشيال ميديا سريحة أب سوشيال ميديا and artificial intelligence ما أبزوان زغات سرحة الله مالتي سوشيال ميديا create نمقبار ما كم أصلت أنيت كوينات سرحة الله أبزوم حدش جنريشن دمس ذو الولد ما كما يجروم زعايلون بزعبهم نايم مصنعها حجي أبزوان زلاتو مالتيو إذا ما دبها بزعبا سوشيال ميديا مس artificial intelligence تسنيو كما يجرنا تقوملو أبركتو خمايو بزبل لما مدب من السيفانا كباي
راي أنيلي engineer لؤل سلام كبرات عزبتي thank you for being here today يارتا زيادة تغرين نايناتي بكال أي خفلي زوادة داريو so بقمتي بإنجليشن بتغرينيا كزاربكم يلو معنتي حجي إزي information إذا قربلكم زلخو إنه معنتي موثقيو نسخاتكم من إسيات ناي social media تفلتوا يخم لحركة engineer لؤل نجرني الله بدنبي غيركم تفلتوا لكم كا ناي AI experiment تقبلوا لكم حاديكم so إزي مدب ذكر كلكم additional يو نايتي زتفلتوا لحركة بدرحي إزي presentation حتو and discussion كنجبرينا so حتوكم حساب له لحركة you know معت information على ناي social media and AI زلوا أبزي for example إسياس أوكبي إذا محلفي ناي زينا ناي AI تطبق programming على لحركة معت من إسيات على أبزي أب AI experiment كتجبروا زلهم whether you're technical or non-technical is ya conversation ne technical way non-technical سب يو نخلها تنايو حجي انتي حتو ملسي كبكم يلو معنتي انتي social media content انتي artificial intelligence انتي its relationship between AI and social media زمت نزلو and كم يقرنا حبريتا استوهلنا how can we protect ourselves from misinformation on social media the حركة what are the risks and benefits of AI and social media حجي already introduction توهيبوني thank you engineer لؤل حجي ناتي passion social media and artificial intelligence you نبعلي إز مهاركوا يوزي كله so نساعدكم خا كتمهاروا تخليكم بزي عمادب حجي أبزلنا يوجزيه there are 4.9 billion users of social media عملوا عالم حجي زلهم so إذا نجار عباي نجاريا and كنفلتو علنا بدن بيجرنا أبزلنا يوم معلتي social media ناي مزانجي إتنايو it's our source of entertainment حجي زلو بزيا consumption ناي social media كاب TV كتحلفايا حجي تريوا مالهم نزيهم من إسيات TV عين رأينا علنا كله بموبايلنا يا زلا مش حجي إزي social media خاء ناي بيت مرتنايو أب زنمهروينا so it's where we learn and educational content is free and accessible ده حركة محلا في نايزينا يو social media it's our source of news حجي نهنا attention كاب traditional news sources like CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC أين أمنو بزح حساب أين أمنو من علنا حجي ناب قلت يساب يخير الله ناي the individual and individual reporters and creators ده حركة social media أب زنراخبو بوتايو ناي ملو عالم دوبا يلن أب social media there are no borders so you have the ability to connect with anyone internationally without any limitations social media ناي ملسي ملكت you so if we have a question نحطوها لنا ኣብ social media ከይድና እቲ መልሲ ክንረኽቦ ንኽእል ኢና easily ሕጂ መብዛሕትኦም መናእሰት ዘለዉ social media access ትገብሩ ኣለኹም ብshare it ምሽ ሕጂ ካበይ ዝመጽእ ዘሎ እዚ social media information ከዓ ክትፈልጡ ኣለኩም ሕጂ there are a few major platforms ካብዚ ዝበዝሑ ኣሎ ግን እቲኦም ዓበይትታት YouTube, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, WhatsApp, Twitter, Twitch, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Signal, Telegram, and ab China ከዓ ብናቶም social media ፈጢሮም ኣለዉ ናይናቶም ንበይኖም WeChat and ByteDance ዝበሃል ሕጂ social media content እንታይ እዩ ሕጂ social media content is widely shareable formats that power social media. It's photos, videos, text that's shared online, and the content appears on the curated algorithm or is shared through DMs, messages, or file share it. حجي بزح سب بسفيو مرخبي إيو. نقول هادنا مرخبي إيو is the social media content. انتاي عانت social media content على نوح content كاب 9 دقائق نلعلي so for example YouTube بيوتيوب قرنا نريو نوح form content ويخا حجيز متزلو حتير form of video content short form video content 9 دقائق نتحتي مش إذا يوم ناسيا زلو ناي 3 دقائق ناي 6 دقائق دارجا يوم زريو زلو in the حترة يزخي زلو content another form of content is live stream حجي أب China زلو ولا 24 ساعات live stream كتقبر تخليها 7 دقائق أسا كتريو تخليها content يزلو نسو حجي زمت زلو live streaming تقدروا share يخون الله so live stream كا is honestly the best way to it's the only real way to get information because altered ihonan by AI and deepfakes. Deepfakes كنزارة بندينا جن live streams allo photos كالlo أحرك text and comments allo so ab Twitter WhatsApp Signal كل زنير أزلنا بtext and بtext use ماتنا ده حركة ab social media ab TV videos allo حجي ab news allo تيم قعدت ab TikTok allo إتي comment section إتي sub comments زقبر allo كم زينا يوم زحسبوا زلو. So the comment section كا is the source of news and information online. دحر كأمو data there are GIFs and memes which are كم زي مسح عينت content that is widely shareable. حجي إذا يوم كلهم social media companies زلو دحنت نيسب كحلو الله the safety of the people. So this is why content moderation exists, which is the process of reviewing and moderating user-generated social media content on platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc., to ensure that content is factual and meets certain criteria for user safety and well-being. All social media algorithms utilize content moderation standards to keep users safe for legal and policy reasons. So, metan sabke khaswam nati social media platforms, certain standards alom metan inappropriate content came at the apti algorithm. Ganazi shugr zfatrana zallo, mebzahtu content, mebzahtu social media content, Kab algorithm aykhonans matzanazalo. For example, abzi Eritrea, we don't have social media algorithms, but the content is still coming to us, right? So, azi shugr zahon zallo, content that violates the standards of content moderation, yimatzanalo. Beshare it, befile sharing, bemessages, azi khullu zinahalafo zalana content, slip yigabrallo between content moderation. حجي انتاينا كنخون اندري content moderation يبلنان حجي حانتي فيديو كاريكم that I want to know your opinion if you think this is real or if this is fake.
Deep learning is revolutionizing so many fields, from robotics to medicine and everything in between.
حجي زي فيديوز تسرحت deepfake technology So entire a deepfake is an artificial image or video generated using artificial intelligence and deep machine learning. They essentially use your likeness or the likeness of public figures to promote misinformation. حجي زلو for example Donald Trump مش تأثير نيرو ناي 34 counts guilty كوينو تراقبو حجي deepfakes يسرحوا يالو سبات Donald Trump ab prison atio حجي نسو اندات حلالفة كم زنا أمنو يمثلنا جن حقنا تايخونن حاسوتيو. So we have to be very careful in understanding how to spot deep fakes. حجي advice زلني نعخم كم يجركم يخم تفلتوا deep fake اندرحي تريو زلكم. حجي إذا النجارات كتريو زلكم مجمريا اندرحي guts حساس كوينو a blurred edges around the face deep fake تري لك. Because it's technology it's gotten very far. But it's not that far yet, so it has some imperfections. دحر كأ uneven facial skin tone. It gets قربت حساس ديو كي حدود الميت فيديو كتر يالك كتستفهل لك. دحر كأ أتي عيني unusual blinking or mismatch movement. إتي فيديو كنريه خلنا اندرحي عيني نا أوباما ريخا كسيلة تعتو كسيلة خفات consistency يبلن كم ناي human being. So نسوخ كتاستوه لك. دحر كأ ناي كنفر اندرحي مستي audio حدا اخونن way off كوينو كومو غيركا تفلتيخا اندرحي deep fake تري لها. دحر كأ اتي بدرحيت زلو اتي برهان زلو اندرحي زي خايد كوينو deep fake تري لها. So these are things to keep in mind as you're consuming social media information because deep fakes are becoming more and more common online. So how do we combat misinformation and deep fakes? We need to know as a people about social media literacy. Social media literacy is the ability to critically engage with social media content and to understand and analyze the messages that are being communicated and the context in which they are shared. So بحنقول ناقرنا بحساب ناقرنا كنمسمر علينا انتهينا زنرخبو زلنا بالسوشيال ميديا انتهينا خا نحلفو زلنا بالسوشيال ميديا خا. It's your responsibility na social media literacy نابانا إيو. إذا social media كمعبل كنوصدو يبلنا. Because of the misinformation and deep fakes zalo, it is on the individual to fact check content. مش because social media حجي ترى أنا يندرحي بالموبايل فيلم جرو it's a primary news source. حجي is the source of زينا إيو مش حجي نايبة حكي مثلاً because somebody shot it or filmed it. جن بأنا يزود اتي responsibility ناي fact checking. ناي حقنا ديو وينا حاسود ديو نحنا أينا كنا سهل زلنا. ده حركة كل جزية كده حتى لك من يزي إزي مساريا نايزي message. Who is the source of the content and what is their motive? And are they verified or unverified? حجي blue check mark مثال لو ab social media verified source يونسو. ندرحي حاسوت way inappropriate content shared to gabra laha and you're verified. Verification remove gabra itya social media companies. So it's very important to look at who is verified versus non-verified sources. دحركا كتحطت لك بدرحي أما جرج زلا menu is a message funds gabro zallo menu zahalufo zallo and what is their motives. كل جزء كتحطت كلها social media content كتري كلها. دحركا حدش حبرتها كنجبر علينا offline. We have to engage in real life conversation with friends and family about the content that we're seeing online. Miss بيتسبكا miss عرقتها تراقبكا انتي خاطر إزلها. ناي بحق إديو ناي حاسد ديو انتي زمت أنا زلو كنزار بالنا because when we have offline conversations it combats the misinformation that you see online. حجيها ناي ناتك حساب You have to always check your own bias and your form of thinking because social media puts us in what's called an echo chamber, which means that we are only likely to consume information that we favor. نأبنت أمريكا إذا مساريات ناي بايدن زلو إذا مساريات ناي ترامب زلو ناي ناتهم ورد راح يوم زفلتو ناي عالم ورا اي اخاتلون اليوم ناي ترامب اندرحي ترامب سبورتر خوينكا ناي بايدن information اي ترى خمنيكا ناي بايدن سبورتر اندرحي خوينكا ناي ترامب information اي تفلتنيكا because اتي social media algorithms نسخة تفلتو نسخة تفتوو نسخة تحاسبو content يزام تسألكا. So you always have to go above and beyond to search for content that goes against your own bias. It's very important to follow content creators and news sources that you trust and use media sources to fact check news. Especially the elections coverage in the video nai elections, for example, nai Biden speech zahon, at least up to what zallo celeste news sources could to check it gabralaka. You should at least follow sources that you trust. It's a source, news, it's news, social media, social media is like fire. نسب كتحلفات خليها كم شمعة جن اندرحي زي تتنقلها يغات لكاي مش حجي we have to share and consume content responsibly بحسابنا بحوري تغيرنا كنريو كنحلفو على نزي social media. See, my advice to you today is to never consume more than you create. Because if you only consume social media content and you don't know how to create and build digital influence, you will lose your individuality and your values. We need the youth of today to be our champions of culture online. حجي اندرحي ترح social media رئينا اندرحي بعلنا بنفسنا اي سرحنان بنيناحنا بحالي اي حلفنان كنودقينا حجي إذا من أسياد زلو future نا يوم ناي social media محلفي. So ترح كوفيلكم كتريو يبلكم كتأسرحوا علىكم قاء بناتكم خلت. حجي, how do you create social media content today? There's many ways to create social media content, but for the sake of time, I'll leave you with 4 points. Number 1 is to leverage your mobile video camera. كلها نامش موبايل حجي علنا. You know, دحانتو بعل سامسونج علو, you know, بعل iPhone علو, كله علو. حجي, the best camera is the one that you have with you. It has a balance at مسألة إتي مسخة زلا كل جزية كل شعية حجي زخل كلالكم يلن كل عدنا أبزع جبنا زيالتنا مش حجي. Be sure to capture moments and interview our living ancestors and relatives. Maybe shoot a vlog, a day in your life. Miss Abuhagahum, وعبايكم video جبرهم كرحهم. You know, record them. كله digitize جبرو إزيون بحلنا. ده حركة نايزي محلفنات ناي معلتيها share جبرو, capture جبرو, document جبرو. It's very important. ده حركة learning how to edit videos and leverage trending audio is very important because video editing will become an in-demand skill for social media content generation. حجي زمتو زلو video editors قدم نزيا complicated technology نيرا way ab computer edit كتقبر نيركا كن حجي كله ab mobile applications زلو بعلها edit كتقبر تخليها. ده حركة mastering short form video storytelling on TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts is very important. It's your content. مش because that is the most widely shareable. نساء نبزح سبز تراركب. حجي, like I mentioned, video editing is becoming a lot more accessible. So I wanted to show you one of my favorite video editing apps called CapCut. أنا بحر عمت لميريو CapCut بزي حلفت عمت and بتعمق نجار أمت أتليالا because CapCut is a TikTok-owned editing app that leverages artificial intelligence technology to make short-form videos. You can do voiceovers, add transitions, and export to your camera roll all in one place. Once you download the app, download Muskavarkayo, internet aidlekanu, so you can make edits and save your video to your camera roll. There are some features that you need online capacity for, but mabzahtiu offline كتتقاملو تخالقها. حجي إذا tutorial يا ناي خميجة كاتسرحو أب CapCut.
Then add the text that you want. And then once you're satisfied with the placement, you can just export that video. After that, we create a new project.
So this shows you just how easy it is to leverage social media video editing apps. Is ዝመፀና ዘሎ ጊዜ ናይ AI and social media ከመይ ዝመስል? What does the future of AI and social media look like? ቅድም ባህልነት ክንህቦ ናይ AI, let's first define what AI is. Artificial intelligence is an evolution of computer science focused on creating systems that are capable of performing human tasks. These tasks include learning, reasoning, problem solving, language, and even exhibiting creativity. ሕጂ ዘሎ እዚ ፍልቀት ናይ computer science እዩ ናይ ወዲ ሰብ ስራሕ ዝሰርሕ ዝኽእሎ. With artificial intelligence, the very short explanation of it is, the goal of artificial intelligence is to save time and eliminate tasks. So, ጊዜና ክቆጥ ንበልና ድሓር ከዓ ደጋገሚ ስራሕ ይጎድሎ. So, basically, if you know the value of AI, things will become a lot more clearer, because there are three foundational types of AI. The first is narrow AI. And most of you in this room today use narrow AI technology. For example, facial recognition, na mobile ka, way fingerprint recognition na mobile ka, way kaa indri sili wasika mish filter had gazia nagabralo ina, nisu kullu artificial intelligence you, but narrow AI. Narrow AI is the most widely used form of AI right now. And also ናይ ቋንቋ processing ከዓ ይገብር, ናይ language processing, ናይ language መገለፂ ከዓ እዩ narrow AI. ሕጂ ዝመፅና ዘሎ artificial intelligence is called generative or Gen AI. ሕጂ this is AI that is designed to perform any intellectual tasks that a human can do, and it uses what's called large learning language models to understand, generate, and manipulate human language. So the most common applications of generative AI are OpenAI's ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, and Apple's Siri. ሕጂ እዚ generative AI ናይ ወዲ ሰብ ስራሕ ክገብር ይኽእል እዩ. In fact, most generative AI tools can pass a PhD exam. So እዚኣ generative AI PhD ፈተና ወሲዳ ተሓልፍ ትኽእል እያ. That's how smart it is. ዝመፀልና ዘሎ in the future ከዓ ጥራሕ ሕሳብ ዘሎ ሕጂ, this is just a thought, is called super AI. So this is a hypothetical form of AI not yet possible. ብሕጂ companyታት ዝሰርሑ ዘለዎ ናይ እዚኣ AI, super AI would be capable of solving complex problems beyond a human's capability and would be able to adapt at a rate that far exceeds human intelligence. So ካብ ወዲ ሰብ ንላዕሊ ዝመፀና ቴክኖሎጂ ከዓ ኣሎ እዩ in the future. ግን ሕጂ ኣብ ዝነበረ ጊዜ narrow AI and generative AI in ዝመፃ ዘለዋ. ሕጂ መዓት መስርሒ ናይ AI ኣሎ. There are a lot of benefits of AI. First of which is transportation. AI will bring smarter cars and automated transportation to us. ንኣብነት ኣብ San Francisco ሕጂ one company ኣሎ called Waymo. ብሞባይል ጌርካ ትፀዋዓ እቲኣ መኪና ብዘይ መዛወሪ ትመፀካ ናብ destination ካ ተኣብፅሐካ ብዘይ ሰብ ንስኻ ንበይንኻ ጥራሕ ትኸይድ ኣብታ መኪና. ሕጂ ከዓ ቴስላ ዘለው እቲኣ ዝዳጋገም ስራሕ ምሽ ድራይቪንግ እያ ምዝዋር እያ ምሽ ሕጂ autopilot feature ኣሎ ቴስላ በዓላ ዝትዝውር መኪና ከዓ ኣላ. So the automation of transportation is coming. The other benefit of AI is going to be in social media, because AI will generate social media content and make content production more accessible. I'll show you an example of that in the future. Social media and AI can be used as a social media listening tool to understand trends. እቲ ሁሉ ዛረባ ናይ ሰብ ትገሚቱ analyze ገይሩ ክነግረካ ይኽእል እዩ in a short summary. For agriculture, AI technology will optimize farming practices, leading to increased productivity and reduced waste. So ንሕረስቶታት ብዙሕ ጥቕሚ ክህሉ እዩ. Financial inclusion is a very important part of AI because AI facilitates greater banking financial inclusion through mobile banking and microfinance platforms, enabling people in remote areas to access financial services. حجي أب عدي ديهم خوينكم وختمة خوينكم في اللي يلن حجي with AI and banking. كله سب banking access كهلو يخليه. حجي إريترا a BRICS application جرا الله. That is a form of artificial intelligence in finance زمت النازلو. The digitization of currency. مش حجي smarter currency, smarter opportunities for financial institutions and banking كمتسيو. The final two benefits are robotics. AI will create intelligent robots that may perform tasks with their own experience. So robots بنايناتهم حساب كمتسو يوم. بنايناتهم حساب زسرحو كمتسو يوم in robotics fields. حجي زدلي زلو, we need automated machine maintenance technicians to manage the robots. So حجي حدش سرح كفتريو نايتي robots من كخالة So سبكاد لنايو because at the end of the day this technology is man-made. AI will be important for new job creation. حجي we need data researchers and analysts to inform AI learning models because AI بزي data أيتهوننيا. حجي إتي data digitize كنجبرالنا. we have to train the AI models. So سبكاد ليونسو. We need what's called prompt engineers to run automated workflows. حجي زمت زلو. إتي سب كم يجرو بدم بيجرو نتي AI comes السرح نعها كتفلت عليك. So prompt engineering means being able to formulate a question so the chat GPT or the generative AI can give you an answer. جن ندرحي تحطه بدم بيندرحي كتحطت زي تقل ويندرحي imagination يبل كان ولا حنتي answer ولا حنتي مرسي كتفتر عتقلين خا. So prompt engineering is going to be very important for the future. And finally, AI in the workplace will also save costs and reduce inefficiency. So نسلي save مقبار بتعمل important you ده حركة زتداغا مو سرع reduce كقبرائي. ده حركة AI will absolutely revolutionize access to educational resources. حجيزي demo زلا is recently announced from OpenAI and ChatGPT. زلا feature بزيا عمس زلا كتمت
Here with my son, and I'd love you to tutor him on this math problem, but don't give him the answer. You can ask questions and nudge him in the right direction, but I really want to make sure he understands it himself. And he's here in the room, so you can talk to him directly.
So, حجي بتعمي نجار كمتيو especially in تمهارات زلو. حجي زلو بعد Apple and Google كمزيان assistants roll out كجبرو يوم in the coming year. So very soon it will not be uncommon for us to have conversations with our technology. مزيا موبايلنا كنزارا بينا مالتيو with AI. حجي إذا حتى زلو AI will either be the best thing to happen to humanity or the worst. إذا حتى ملسي نبمنيو نبخو. The jury's still out. We still don't know. It's very early in this technology. Because there are some downsides in addition to the benefits of AI. So, إذا downsides وإذا حمقنا قال كمات الزخل دارجا سوسان سلستن مئتاويت jobs affect Gabriel. So AI will replace most clerical jobs that require repetitive tasks. Because in Tayana kadum, iti zinadagamo serah yigodolo iu. Jobs like accountants, lawyers, marketers are at risk. So we have the potential to cause a very big unemployment crisis. So iti seb serah albunat kabathomiu. If we're not careful, right? That's over 330 million jobs worldwide. AI poses a threat to educational development. Anto ilakum social media makatalitia. Hedji abnu zallo b'matrix b'minbabin tahti yikhairu allom etiyam menesiat. Because all of their attention is on social media. I was listening to a podcast earlier this month, and it said that the average America abnu zallo 12 ساعات social media content تريو أب حدا معلتي. That's 12 hours a day. أبزي mobile allo. حجي we're seeing the impacts أب ملو عالم نايزي أبيت مرتي نبتحتي يخرو allo. And then with the rise of AI and the ample access of information, we are at risk of further developing. We are at risk of further delaying development because كمزرع أخومو أبزي أجوبانا كله ملس تحته الله. سلازي سلامنتاينا بيت مرتين خير لنا كله مناسيات. Then we have to continue our studies, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But these are the downsides of AI. Daharka, social media today is being used to train the AI models of tomorrow. And companies are scrambling to ensure that misinformation doesn't seep into large language models. So, Antoy Mishi Lakum, AI is powered by large language models. Data malati. Hedji is yom abbi company tat. Kabe yom data kamtu. What is free and open and available? Social media. Hedji, Meta, for example, is using all publicly shared Facebook, Instagram, and Threads posts and captions to train their AI models for data and for information. Daharka Google is partnering with the open source platform called Reddit to provide context and search results. And finally, OpenAI is quietly using YouTube data to train their Sora video platform. Hedji zi shigur kmatsana zallo is يحكنت ويحسد كله أبزي AI model كأتوي. حجز يوم company تات عبي شجر يفترر لمالله. Because for example, is a Google partnership with Reddit. حدا سب كم يجر كايها pizza زتسرح حتي تونا تيا Google Gemini. حجي تيا search results said ملغبي جركا تسرحه إزي pizza. كم حكنت answer gero. Hedji, YouTube, in response to that, is re-evaluating their relationship with Reddit because is misinformation ma'atu zallo of social media. So with this in mind, what can we do to ensure that we don't fall victim to AI? Majamira, we have to study and master humanities. We have to study and master the skills that computers do not know, right? So, ናይ ባህልና ናይ ሃገርና ናይ ሰብኡነት ክንፈልጥ ኣለና. Skills like critical thinking, creativity, originality, initiative, leadership, and problem solving are all skills that supersede computer technology. Computer, ፍቕሪ, ስነት, ሓልዋት, ናይ ምስትሓል ኣይፈልጥን እዩ. مش it's all man-made. So, نحنا كنقصل لنا نزي سبعونات study مجبرنا. دهاركا we have to understand that AI is a tool, not the answer. Remember that this is man-made technology, and your brain, حسابكا, is separate. حنقولكا is separate from this technology, and you need to engage in continuous learning and curiosity so you don't get left behind. So بدعمي بسرحكم كم سرحكم جركم بيت مرتي كتقصلوا علىكم. ناي حنقولكم ناي حسبكم develop كتقبلوا علىكم independent of this AI. For example, أبزي calculator مش سقاب secondary school كتطعموا يتخلونكم كم آية. إتى حنقولكم develop كتقبلوا علىكم. You have to have your foundational studies in order to best use this technology, because again, we cannot take everything that this tool is saying as truth, as fact. But social media and AI is not going away. And by 2026, 90% of all social media posts will be AI generated, right? And this is going to be made possible by tools that are being developed by OpenAI, like Sora and Midjourney, that will be able to make AI creation accessible to the masses. So, for example, مزيع حساب انتي كنفتر نخلينا كنرئينا. حجي, what can we create with this prompt? Beautiful, snowy Tokyo City is bustling. The camera moves through the bustling city street, following several people enjoying the beautiful snowy weather and shopping at nearby stalls. Gorgeous sakura petals are flying through the wind along with snowflakes, which is going to be very impactful for content creation because now there are no boundaries to creating content that you have in your mind. بحساب غيركا كتفطرو تخليخا حجي بحجي زلو زمت زلو technology, and it's very simple to use. Now more than ever we need to own our narrative online on social media because انتايلنا لو معنتي social media for today is training the AI models of tomorrow. So حجي أيقدن is the AI technology كمتسيو مش and بحجي أوان زلنا أب social media أوان زلنا misinformation معاتا له حجي is the responsibility نابانا أبزي عدي زلنا you to set the record straight because we have to tell the world about our tourism, our culture, our archaeology and history. نحنا ببحلنا غيرنا كنا حلفوا لنا أبزي social media. نحنا هاجرنا, this is the only country that we have مش كل هدنا أبزي زلنا نحنا يا إذا عدي زلنا. حجي بحجي غيرنا كمينا نحنا بحلنا protect كنغورو. دحر كأ how do we empower everyone in the diaspora to see what our country is? مش حجي we are slowly getting the tools to be able to do this and تقريبنا كنتنح لنا. حجي, these are some of my favorite accounts. There are so many out there on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, but some of the accounts that I like to follow are Gideon Musa, Muse Photo Asmara, and Eritrean Archives. These are examples of pages that are carrying our history and carrying our values online. And also, the future of our country depends on yesterday, today, and tomorrow, right? Yesterday being the people that came before us, our ancestors, bahlana z afalatu, hagarna z ahalafu, and also the people of yesterday inform the people of today. So as yammin asad zalakum, tamawitkum kata atna'u lakum, bebeit merten besirahina kana ba'ol adna. You know, the actions that we take today and the preparedness that we have today for the technology of tomorrow will build a brighter future. And it is because of the unity of our country that we will remain stable in the times of digital uncertainty. So, in conclusion, social media of today serves as the foundation of tomorrow's AI, and owning our narrative online is important. And we as Eritreans need to be prepared for the fourth industrial revolution, which is AI. And AI should be used as a tool, not as a crutch. And we must evolve our critical thinking skills and our continuous learning to compete with AI. And finally, AI, Web 2.0, is the foundation of Web 3.0 and the digital connected world. Awatna Hafash, thank you very much.
يغني لنا منسي فنان حجي أنا حنت دس بلت نقول داي بناي فنان أو زعي توليدا أو عابيا زقان كوا هزارة أنا سلزي مجمرتا نتهم ولدنا عازع بيوا مسجانا بصحيهم نتقعلهم كابز بمقصال أتم كلهم كونتكست تزاربتن كأسرن كفتني منياتون تايك بالدليل ناي تمالي ناي لومي صباح إلى أسيرات تابت موداتا تمالي ناس إن زمسولنا تقاديلهم ناس إن دمسولنا عبيتي أبوتاتنا ولدنا تاريخ زقربلنا نوع حزنا بلومي بمعياي نمساي نأمتي لاتنا قال لي نجار يكون زي سلزي اتي فاونديشن ناي فاميلي زهوا أنسى بريقات الله مالتي كلايكا نزوم سلسة أبنتاويان من إسيات أب سوشيال ميديا أبركوتو زلوه توصم صنيحة مسارون مسيه فوتو ሳልሳይካ ኤሪትሪያን አርካይቭስ ኢላቶ ማለት ሕጂ እንታይ ማለትና ኩላትና ዞም ዝተፋላለየ ኣብ ሶሻል ሚዲያ ነቲ ኣሉታን ኣውንታን ብምግንዛብ ምክንያቱ ዝመጻና ዘሎ ፈንጂ ነጊራትና ስለዘላ ሓዊ እንተ ብጉቡ ዘይተጠቂምናሉ ብጉቡ ተጠቂምናል ኻንታዩ ኣብ መዓላ ክንጥቀመሉ ንኽእል ኢላትና ኣላ ስለዚ ይቐኒልና ብጣዕሚ እንዳመስገልና ኢና እቲ ርእስትና እንታይ ድብል ሶሻል ሚዲያ ኤንድ አርቲፊሻል ኢንተሊጀንስ ይድብል ሕጂ ኣብ ዓቢ አርቲፊሻል ኢንተሊጀንስ ኣቲና ሕቶታት ከነቕርብ ኣይንኽእልኒና ምዛ ኮንቴክስት ዝምልከት ምስ ሶሻል ሚዲያ ንሕና ከመይ ኣለና እንታይ ክንገብር ኣለና ዝብል ናይ ሓባር መረዳእታ ሒዝና ማእታን ክንወፅእ ኣብዛ ሶሻል ሚዲያ ዊዝ አርቲፊሻል ኢንተሊጀንስ ዝብል ኣተኪርና ዝኾነ ሕቶ እንተልይኩም ሕጂ ክንሰምዕና ማለት እዩ